Paul Pierce, he wasted no time to get it cracking. Paul Pierce came on Undisputed on his first day. On his first day on the job. And shake it up completely. Nobody has seen that since. I mean, it was incredible. I was stunned. I'm sitting there watching it and I'm like, what is going on here? Paul Pierce came in and did such a remarkable job. You saw the lack of energy, the lack of passion, because one, it's hard to have somebody talk basketball when they're just a fan of it and they don't really have a real opinion except for being a fanboy. And that's what you got with Keyshawn Johnson. Paul Pierce actually played the game. So now it's a whole different element when you bring him in. He don't like LeBron anyway, but he's going to have a lot to say. Paul's opinionated. Paul got a lot to say. And everything Paul said on episode 1 shook the pillars of Undisputed. You have not had a shakeup like that on Undisputed in a very long time. That was key. He came right through the door, said it before. He shook the whole place up. He shook it up. Now, here's the news. Because he shook it up so much, it caught everybody off guard. They wasn't ready for it. So when Paul came in there and hit him, he hit him so hard over the head, they were blown away. Paul Pierce came right through and told him flat out what it was. He hit them with I feel everybody talk about LeBron all the time anyway, like the Lakers. He was so disgusted. He came right out. Oh, he wasn't playing around. Paul was dead serious. Oh, he couldn't help it. Paul Pierce could not help it. Trust me. Let's take. Oh, the comments is up. Oh, good morning, y'all. Hit the like button coming through the door. Appreciate it. Now, he said, how long before they put a muzzle on Pierce? Yeah, it's getting to that point on day 1. But this was the shakeup they needed on the show. As the ratings have been plummeting because it was so dull, there was no life on the show whatsoever. Now the show is picking back up. So let's see what happens now. Now, as you can see here, as Paul explains everything outside the line. Now, you heard what Paul just said. Everything he said was on point. Everything that he said is what the problem is with the Lakers. It's LeBron. Yeah, he's getting his numbers, but they're losing. And why are they losing? It's not that the team can't play. It ain't that D'Lo can't play. It ain't that, oh, well, Reeves, he can't do this or he can't do that. He has to unlock the team. The team plays well when he's not there. They beat Milwaukee and they beat Boston without LeBron. How were they doing that? He was like, Austin Reeves is looking like Larry Bird in Boston. Why? Because he needs to swing the ball more. Set picks. Let guys get open. Let the offense breathe. He's too ball dominant. So guys are standing around. Then he was like, yeah, well, those guys shot 26% last night. They have no rhythm. He's telling them, he's explaining to you why these guys shoot poorly. This is what happened to players like Isaiah Thomas when he played with LeBron. This is what happened with Rodney Hood when he came from Utah to Cleveland. You know, these are the problems that happen in this game that people don't see and don't understand. That ruined Rodney Hood. He had to get back to a team that was running sets. He's a guy that comes off a pick, off a screen, off a curl, and knock down jump shots. He runs offense. When you come to the Lakers and they just want you to stand around till LeBron feels generous or some double come and they can swing you the ball, you know, it was basketball hell for people. They weren't happy playing with LeBron. You have to adjust to playing that kind of style. And that stagnizes your game. Your game becomes real stagnant. So because of this, everybody had to alter their game. They was like, oh, okay, we got to alter our game. Paul Pierce came, sat there and said, I don't know why we talking about the Lakers anyway. Why are we talking about a 10th rated team? Why are we talking about a 10th rated team? Yeah, LeBron might get 40, but what's that going to do for the team? He's playing too many minutes and he's too ball dominant. That's why they're not winning. Make them dance land. Ken Bazemore, Jeremy Lamb, still ball in the G League. Yep. And now Isaiah Thomas is in the G League. And he got picked up on a 10-day contract for the Suns. You know, and he got railroaded because of what he said about LeBron James, you know. And it just didn't benefit him, you know, because the league turned against him. If you don't, this is why players don't really speak out against LeBron. He has a stranglehold on the league. Solomon Hill can't get on the team because he hurt LeBron that year. And LeBron was out. And never was the same, but his ankle got rolled over. Players get rolled over ankles all the time, but because it's LeBron, the league was pissed at Solomon Hill. It's too early in the game to make a play like that. It's like, what? To dive for the basketball? It has to be a certain time in the game to dive for the basketball or possession? That didn't make sense to me. And to have the Lakers go out and echo that was stupid. That made them look really stupid and dumb to even echo the sentiment. But see, Keyshawn, yeah. I mean, look, he got Isaiah Thomas out because Isaiah Thomas exposed the fact that they didn't practice. He's like, I've never played on a team where we just don't practice. There's no practice. How am I supposed to get a rhythm and get myself back into playing shape if we don't practice? So they start running practice. It's like, okay, we practicing now, okay? We're going to do some practices for you to get back. But he was shooting the ball because he's trying to get himself back, and it just was not working. He wasn't 100% back, and he's trying to play himself back into shape. And LeBron's like, we're losing. And D-Wade was not D-Wade no more. He was the veteran D-Wade that had help you, but you can't rely on D-Wade to be the main guy, which he was not supposed to be. Like, all right, I ain't got it tonight. It's up to you, D-Wade. He was like, whoa, wait a minute. I ain't Flash no more. Man, if they vandalized Paul Pierce's house because of what he said on Undisputed, then, these people are just nuts. Because Paul Pierce did exactly what he was supposed to do. Shouts out to Ticket TV. Ticket been working hard. He been grinding out here. Him and Kwame Brown bust life. Oh, you talking about the clip when the guy from Denver came on a 10-day contract and shut LeBron down? I mean, it was looking like that yesterday. They got Atlanta out of there so quick. Atlanta played like a high school basketball team. It was sickening to watch. That's why the game wasn't even televised. Now, Keyshawn's going to have a hard time debating with Paul Pierce. Because Paul Pierce dominated. Completely dominated. First off, he outdressed Keyshawn. Keyshawn dressed like he just came out of Burlington Coat Factory. Grabbed some shirts from like Marshalls. Looked like he got a clip-on tie. And I don't know who's cutting his hair, but they need to come out of 1995 and get a real barber in here to cut Keyshawn's hair. I mean, he looked like he just took his helmet off. I don't know who is giving him the idea for shirts. But when you getting outdressed by Skip Bayless and everybody else who shows up on the scene, you should not be. You look like everything off the rack. So yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. He got the Jazzy Jeff face. I know, it is like, what is he doing out here? I guess Shannon Sharp used to embarrass Skip in them suits. But the thing is, I guess Skip was like, I don't want no one outdressing me no more on the show. Paul come out here and shut it down. Paul got on the silk shirt, he got on the blazer, Paul out there looking like somebody who just came from the club. Paul can go from here to the club. Like, what time we rap around here? Y'all got drinks out here? We need to call up some work. The truth in the building. Man, he got some TJ Maxx shirt on every time you look around. They gonna
is always in a bad spot. He's just always in a bad. I don't know what it is. It's just like he needs.
It's called he's injury prone. Keyshawn, I don't know what it is. I'm telling you what it is. Paul Pierce looking like, man, how long do I gotta listen to this guy talk? I just don't know what it is. He's injury prone. Some people can suck it up and play. He's somebody that always get injured. We always know them. Football ain't basketball, but yeah, they expect knick-knack injuries too, like rolled ankles. They expect those type of injuries. Hand dislocated fingers, they expect that. Players expect, I'm gonna get my hands knocked off, their elbow to the back, spasms. These are the type of things they expect. You're sore at the end of the game because you've been battling down in the paint. physically getting banged and banged by somebody. Pause. Like with elbows and everything. He dressed like my cousin that worked at Raw. Oh my goodness. Last time I probably been in a Raw, I was in Hawaii. I was dropping somebody off at work. It's a trend to attack black greatness. I call it Whitlocking. I mean, here's the thing. Where is black greatness? What is you talking about? You talking about Paul Pierce? Because Keyshawn wasn't great at anything. He damn sure wasn't great at football. Right. If they told me Keyshawn is the new manager up at Marshall's, I would believe him. I mean, yep, he looked like he just got promoted to manager. But here's the thing. When we start seeing the dilemma come over and over again, right? We starting to see that layout that don't make no sense. Here we go again. Once we start having those moments, he said Keyshawn is great at buying real estate and saving his money. Well, that's good. That is very good for him. Unfortunately, that don't resonate on television. And he better be saving his money because he's going to be out of a job if he don't step it up. Skip Bayless had to put him on track because he was stuck. He was sitting there stuck because Paul just broke down everything that he can't. He don't even know how to fight back with a response. Skip had to jumpstart him to get him in the conversation because he was stuck. He didn't have no response for Paul. Paul had an answer so quick, it didn't give Keyshawn time enough to get his thoughts together. He don't know how to defend. Yeah, he don't know how to defend the Lakers and LeBron. He just knows I got to stick up for LeBron, but I just don't know how. So I got to sit here, and when he came and said it's LeBron's fault, and LeBron need to do this or that, he had no real response to it because he gave an exact response, an exact reason why this is happening. Now, if somebody broke into Paul Pierce's home, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If they stole his safe out of his house and they broke into his house, he's from California. You know, that's when it don't make no sense. Yeah, that's because they from out there in Cali. Like Paul is from LA, you know, like this is where he's from. So Undisputed is filmed in California. They're out there in the suburbs of LA. So it's perfect and convenient for Paul Pierce to be out there recording the show. But they know Paul Pierce is going to be on this show from this time to this time. So now they know Paul ain't going to be home. But to do that, to break in his house, to do that, I mean, do I blame LeBron? I'm just saying. I wouldn't trust it wasn't him. LeBron is dirty as the South, man. LeBron is dirty as the South. Oh, yeah. Who could trust LeBron? Who could trust LeBron James? I know I can't. And bringing him on this show, he shook up Undisputed in one day. Paul came in there and shut it down in one day. What did he say Anthony Davis could have done? Anthony Davis did not need to go out there and score a bunch of points. All he had to do was show effort, play defense, get rebounds, defend. They don't need you to go out there and score. Your presence on the field or the court would have made a difference in the game. When Willis Reed came back and joined the team, when they went up there against the Knicks, when they was in the finals, the Willis Reed play when he came back in the locker room and couldn't really walk. He came out and hit his first jump shot. He didn't score no more. He didn't score anymore because they didn't need him to. They didn't need him to score. What they needed from him, they got. He motivated the team. After LeBron retires, all the skeletons will come out. No, they won't. You think that the NBA is going to sit there and talk about LeBron James and all the stuff that's going on with him? They won't do it. The NBA won't allow it. And the reason that they won't allow it because they don't want it out there. The people will still talk about it. They're going to use LeBron and talk about him every day as if he's still playing the game. That's exactly what they're going to do. Michael Jordan ain't played in 22 years, and they still talking about Michael Jordan. Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. They mentioning him every day because they mentioning him with LeBron. Same thing is going to happen. When Steph Curry and LeBron ain't playing, they still going to talk about Steph Curry and LeBron every day. It's not going to stop. And that's the problem with the league. Your teams that's number one that you're supposed to be trying to boost up, you're not boosting them up. Like I told y'all can name 5 players that's on OKC, and they number one in the West. The fans only know Anthony Edwards on Minnesota. It's like, that's it. So now it's like, nobody really cares about who's the top team anymore. They care about who's the superstars. And it's like, okay, well, if your superstar is not making it to the playoffs, oh, don't worry about that. We're going to create a tournament where you're going to see them battle each other. So if they have a year that sucks, let's focus on this, but we're going to say the championship still means something. Oh, these teams won't be in it, but now you get to see the matchup. We got to find a way to get Golden State and the Lakers to play again. And this is why they are losing fans. This is why tickets have dropped, ticket prices. This is why all these people are saying, I'd rather stay at home. You got John Wall, who must don't realize that part of his thing is not to slam the league like he's saying. Like he's saying he can't really watch NBA games today. And that caused a big stir. Keyshawn he don't know how to debate, especially when it comes to basketball. Keyshawn knows he's out of his element. I'm out of my element talking about this because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Foot in his back pocket or something because it's just something always happening to him.
Yeah, I mean, the fact of the matter that we sit here spending 10 minutes on
that's what we're going to do.
They're not
That's what
a contender.
They
might not even be a playoff team.
So you're going to tell me, though, like, the Lakers this year, at times, you didn't look at them, Paul, and say, and they could just get this Gabe Vincent back. And
No.
You didn't.
No. So this year was all about LeBron.
They scared. Now, you hear how Keyshawn sounds completely retarded. He sounds like he is out of his element. Like, I'm not going to argue with you because you can't argue with him. He said Gabe Vincent and Vanderbilt, like that's the key pieces to winning the NBA championship. Is we need Gabe Vincent back. Does he not see how Gabe Vincent was playing when they sat him down? Ain't nothing wrong with Gabe Vincent. Nobody gonna be hurt this long when they haven't even announced he's got a season-ending injury. He's been out since the first month of the season and has not played since. They have deactivated him. So, spoken like a true fan. Right, he just fanning. He has nothing to debate him with. I forgot Gabe Vincent played for the Lakers. Well, he tried, and his game is terrible because he can't get into a rhythm playing this style with LeBron. It totally don't fit him. That's why in Miami, they run a system. They actually run plays. There's back cuts, there's screeners, there's guys cutting to the rim, which leaves guys open to catch the ball and shoot in rhythm. So that's how Gabe Vincent was able to go. No, it wasn't designed. I mean, this is how Paul Pierce feels. I mean, when you brought Paul Pierce on the show, he basically is saving Undisputed. Because Undisputed was unwatchable almost now. It was like doggone morning radio that's just dull. There's no energy in the show. And with Keyshawn on there, and then they don't even have, like, Richard Sherman was a mistake. Bringing Richard Sherman on there. I told him they did a favor by him going to get that DUI. That was doing a favor for them. They can get him off the show. So now it was just him and Keyshawn, and nobody's gonna listen to Lil Wayne. I mean, Lil Wayne he's gonna have some people tune in to see, oh, Lil Wayne was on there, but he's not gonna move the needle consistently. That's gonna fade out. This whole Young Money Friday, whatever, like, people don't care about what Lil Wayne got to say about the game. Then you can barely understand anything Lil Wayne is saying. Go ahead, get another star player. Ribbit. I mean, like, you can't understand a word Lil Wayne is saying. So I'm like, I don't know. He half woke, half sleep. You got him up early in the morning to do this show on a Friday. Man, Wayne ready to sleep for the rest of the day. All right, He ain't leaned out on Undisputed. That's his problem. If Weezy was leaned out on the show, he'd probably have a better show. Weezy be like, hey, yeah, baby, yeah, man, we gonna turn up. Yeah. It's all about the Lakers, man. And that they gonna do, gonna bring the championship. But like I said, it's just Weezy, baby. Skip Beezy. Yeah, Skip Beezy. Yeah, now if he was leaned out way, he might go into a performance right there on the show if he was leaned out. Everybody wanna know if I'm drunk and I'm high, but I'm not right now, and the Lakers don't be out in 5. He'll be doing a whole performance. He might record a whole remix to the whole Good Morning. Oh, he killed that remix though of Good Morning. Ooh. Good morning, no mercy. Oh yeah. He's like, I won't watch Real Money Friday until they bring Gutter home. I don't think anybody in Undisputed history has said something like that. I am not watching Young Money Fridays unless Gutter is on. Oh man. Yeah. Gutter. So what do you think the Warriors' chance is to get into 9 straight? Good. Interesting point. Do you think they got an opportunity to catch the 7th spot or probably the 6th and get out of there? We're good to get out of here. Well, thank you, Gutter. Gutter. Man. Right, he like Groot, man. Gutter. Hey, thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate it. Interesting points, but don't you feel like that's too much? Gutter. Man, ain't no way anybody be falling for that. Paul Pierce came out there and took over that show. He's trying to tell him, dog, he's stop it. But don't you see, dog, he's trying to help Keyshawn understand this. He's like, I can't argue with a MVP plus a Hall of Fame basketball player about opening up the office. But as a fan, I'm like, we know you can't debate with Paul Pierce. But I haven't played in the NBA either, and I can sit down and debate with anybody in basketball. So my thing is, it's all about what you truly know. You just a fan of it, and that's cool. But like, I've sat down in me and Gilbert Arenas, you know that. We done sat down there and Gil would say this, and they be like, Gil played in the league. How you gonna tell Gil? Because I'll be like, Gil, you don't know what the hell you talking about. Just like now, I just had to correct him on something he didn't know about because he don't remember the Michael Jordan days in the 90s and 80s. He was like 6 or 7, if that. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's an 80s baby. So he don't really know the Jordan, Isaiah, and all that CBS era of basketball, what was going on around that time. I'm from Chicago. Who could tell you better about the Michael Jordan era? I hated the Bulls. I'm from Chicago and hated the Bulls. So I know exactly what was going on in the city, the atmosphere, the media, Michael Jordan's pundits, who was writing for him, Lacey J. Banks, who's deceased now, but he was a Michael Jordan ass kisser. He worked for the Sun Times, and he always wrote these pieces to highlight Michael Jordan, and Jordan loved him so much, he would always give Lacey exclusive. Jay Mariotti, who y'all know now from On the Horn, he always would write against Jordan, and he was on the Chicago Tribune, and he would tear Jordan a new one. And that's when I started saying, "Hey, I gotta leave the Sun Times alone. I'm going to the Trib, because I can't deal with all this garbage y'all trying to shell on us." Oh yeah, it was like that. That's what I'm saying. I know stuff about Michael Jordan y'all don't know. Michael Jordan's house is 20 minutes from here. 20 minutes from my house. It's not even that. It's not even really 20 minutes. The main street over is where Michael Jordan's house with the 23 on it is. I've already shown people that. Oh, they ain't finna go through that. Yes, there's things NBA players are gonna know that I don't know. There's a lot of things Gilbert Arenas is gonna know that I don't know because he played in the league. But is there subjects that I know that he don't know? Yes. So just because somebody played in the league don't mean that they know everything about the said topic. It depends. Now, if somebody said, okay, when you played with Jordan or you did this and that, like Gilbert couldn't debate with Kwame about Michael Jordan because Gilbert never played with Michael Jordan. Kwame did. So he could tell you what he heard from the players that played with Jordan the previous year, but he's not going to know more than Kwame because Kwame was there with Michael Jordan. He traveled with Michael Jordan. He was a teammate of him for 2 years. So he could tell you more about it. MJ be giving Cena all his info. Like, me and MJ might fight if he was in the same room. Now, I'm jealous of Stephen A. Smith. What am I jealous of? A man who's fighting for his job? Who said, hey, I want to make my bosses the most money and see how much of that I can get for myself. How can I get a piece of it? I bet you he don't have that mentality now. Have you noticed Stephen A. Smith is running around out here trying to be Kwame Brown now? Now he's trying to talk about elections and politics. Oh, did he not start talking about the election and politics? Are we kidding? Are y'all kidding me? You just telling me that me and Ticket TV is opening up the business on these people. I know. You the same guy that be trying to get me and Ticket to try to beef with each other and stuff. You see how they try to do that stuff? I'm glad y'all stopped because y'all realized that was corny. Y'all tried to get me to beef with Kwame Brown. Tried to get me to beef with Biz 101. You tried to get me to beef with all these people for no reason. I'm like, why in the world we supposed to beef? Oh, it's just a matter of time for Kwame and Carlito to pull up. He don't even mention Carcino no more. He don't show Carcino videos. He don't bring Carcino up on the panel. Y'all pay attention to so much nonsense. I'm like, y'all watch so hard though. Y'all hate it, but y'all watch so hard. Stephen A is on there because he's a plant. They built that set for him to be a plant. And now he's talking about a whole bunch of other topics that he got no business. I don't have a beef with that guy. That guy's tried to make a living off talking about me. And he plays with puppets. So, conversation over. When you start playing with puppets, the conversation is over. I ain't beefing with a guy that plays with puppets. I talk too slow, or speed it up. Turn your speed up, and then it'll be faster for you. Oh, let me tell y'all about Whitlock, too. I was going to address this and then make a video, and I said, nah, I ain't going to write the video. He going to mention me on Twitter, talking about this guy. I'm reading the comments. I'm like, it's a live stream. I read the comments. You don't read your comments on your live stream. Your live streams are pre-recorded. Y'all not going live direct. And you talk slower than me on the show. Big 400-pound hippopotamus sitting up there talking about somebody talking slow. And that's all he do. Well, I think Stephen A. Smith is living inside of a book. Can I get some more real? I'm like, man, Whitlock, you gotta be kidding me. You out of anybody should never talk about somebody speaking slow. I think fast and I speak fast. Boy, I'm like, if I'm reading people's comments that actually are here. That's typing. So I'm reading comments. He can't speak fast because he's reading a teleprompter. Oh yeah, now he's an original fat. You know, like, nah, he's an original fat. There ain't no doubt about him. Yeah, you got fat legs, fat arms, fat hands. He just fat. Now he's one of the original fat. He ain't no fat person with normal people legs. Nah, he just all the way. There was no doubt about him. He was about 175 coming out the womb. He's like, these ads are ridiculous. If it's an ad about reduce your fat. I dare him speak on me. Knowing he got the information from me and didn't even tell nobody. How you gonna get something from me and then don't say nothing about it? Let's listen to
I
Paul.
value this man's opinion.
I value he played. I value.
Not only did he play, but in my time of watching LeBron as carefully as I
I
have
don't want
since
to hear
his
nothing
first.
about Paul gave him fits and all. I
He
don't
gave
hear
him
that.
fits.
I don't want to.
He gave him fits.
But
I mean,
talking about
fits.
though.
Nobody went at him. Nobody went at him better than this man went
He's
at him.
from LA. I don't want to hear that though.
Well,
I don't want to hear that. He's got a certain personality
Yeah.
and a certain mindset. He don't play no more. He old like me. I don't care about that. I'm talking about what LeBron is doing right now.
Yeah, for about 10 years, this man gave LeBron fits.
Yes, he did a good job.
So I value what he's saying because he saw it eye to eye, about as up close and personal as you can see it. You know, there we go. All right. Now, Paul, back to you. The reason we're talking about it.
See, a 500 team. I said that at the beginning of the year. Paul just said it. They're a 500 basketball team. That's exactly what I told you. They're a 500 ball club when the season started. They're a 500 ball club now. That's what they are. I don't care what their records say. They are a 500 ball club. They are 6-6 after the All-Star break. The season is about to be over in about 3 weeks, 3-4 more weeks. Not the regular season. It's getting ready to come to an end. You got about 4 weeks? 4 or 5 weeks? I don't know how they drag it out. But you got about probably another month. April's here. That's it. May, you in the playoffs. Right, you probably got 10 more games or 11 more games before the season's over. I'm serious. Lakers been a 500 team for a few years now. That's true. And people need to stop saying Kobe Bryant. Stop using Kobe Bryant in the Los Angeles Lakers in Kobe's last years playing. When Kobe Bryant was in his last years, he did not have Anthony Davis on the team. Who's the leading scorer on the Lakers? Is it LeBron or Anthony Davis? It's Anthony Davis. Who's the leading rebounder on the team? It's Anthony Davis. LeBron averages more assists. That's it. So please stop comparing apples to oranges. Oh, and he was talking about cold-blooded. When he hit that shot and then talked about cold-blooded, hit that shot right over that bum, that's exactly what it needed to happen. I loved every minute of it. Paul Pierce is the exception to the rule. He came there and shook that show up and put that show on his back. Cold-blooded. Right. He packed the U-Haul. He sent them to Miami. Don't ever forget that.
Coming up on a minute remaining here.
I loved every bit of it. And they didn't want the big three to be beat them. The Big Three had them beat in the Eastern Conference Finals. They didn't want the Celtics to beat them. Like KG said, we wasn't the agenda. They didn't want to see us win. They honored us by giving us that ring. That's basically it. Of course, Paul Pierce is more skilled than LeBron. Paul Pierce is the best wing player in basketball history. Name a better wing player. That's why I said D Wade played a whole different type of game than Paul Pierce. He wasn't a wing player like Paul. Paul was in slow motion and be tearing you up. He be moving in slow-mo out there. You be like, how is he doing this in slow motion? That's Paul Pierce, boy. Vintage Paul. The guts to take that shot to put him up over with 52 seconds to go. Set him up for it. Oh yeah, got. Oh, no magnet ball needed. No magnet ball needed for that. Woo! Yeah, I should have been in one. I'm cold. That man said he was singing Rick James after he hit that shot. Man, he set him up for that. Oh, got him leaning. That's all he needed was that half little seven. You see how, look at his form, y'all. This is when you learn how to shoot. See how the form is? You see how he goes up? You see how his body is parallel. Straight. Oh, pins, baby. Oh my goodness. This is why LeBron don't play defense on Superstar. Right, he don't want to be back in this clip again. Like when KD hit that three from like 40 feet on him, then came and did it again the very next year. No, it ain't no fluke. Pierce is always better than LeBron. Exactly. I mean, look, LeBron to me is, y'all know how I feel about LeBron. Right? Y'all know how I feel about LeBron. To me, LeBron James is one of the worst things that ever happened to basketball as far as lowering the game to its worst. Kobe elevated the game. Jordan elevated the game. Allen Iverson elevated the game. These people elevated basketball. Stephen Curry elevated the game. LeBron lured it down to the ground. He's taking the game to its worst point ever. He has not enhanced the game. He's made it terrible. His style of play is like watching garbage just being dumped on a basketball court. It is not aesthetically pleasing to watch. It's fake. We know that they magnet ball in his shots in. It's just terrible. And this is what the situation is right now. Unfortunately, this is what the NBA has to offer to you. They're saying, forget all this talent that we draft and bring into the league. We just got to promote the same guy every year for 21 years in a row to sell this league. And it is terrible because this guy can't keep up. It's not aesthetically pleasing to watch. Right now, you would think they would be promoting Luka and Kyrie Irving and Denver and, these teams that are playing well, the Sacramento Kings. They don't want Sacramento to win. Why? Because they're a small market. They don't bring a lot of money in. This is going to hurt the league if we got the Kings in there. No, they're not. It actually enhances your league. You're actually showing people that anybody can win. So you create this play-in so you can start putting the teams that you couldn't control no more because these young kids was balling, and it's hard to cheat these kids out of the game. So, okay, let's let these young, small teams be number one all year to make it look competitive and put all the big market teams at the bottom that you're going to make a tournament for so that they can play those teams in the first round and have all those lower seed teams knock out all the top rated teams. That's what they've been doing since they started the play-in, right? Golden State and the Lakers, they got to play each other in the playoffs because we need our Steph and LeBron. Sickening. It's real sickening. Meanwhile, you got people playing in the East don't nobody know about, so why the hell would they tune in? You don't market them. You don't promote them. You don't do anything for them. That's what they do. Well, you have to understand something. If you're talking about LeBron James, if you're talking about everything that comes along with it, everyone's showing the dunk, right? Ja Morant in Memphis. Why is Ja so popular? Because he's aesthetically pleasing to watch. People want to see if Ja Morant is going to dunk on somebody's head. When Ja Morant comes down the lane, they want to see who Ja is going to dunk on. Ja Morant come down that lane, he getting ready to posterize somebody. And that's that. They don't need another hero. Hit the like button, y'all. Subscribe to this page. Absolutely. Yeah, they put the Grizzlies out in the first round because they got what they wanted. They had their villain go against LeBron. They wanted them out. No, Mr. Mile High guy. ESPN talk about him 24/7. You don't say nothing about ESPN. They get paid millions to talk about LeBron every day because they're marketing and promoting him. You don't get paid at all. Lie. Do you see where I live? I get money. Money I got. My money I got. I get money. I get. So I get paid to tell the truth. They get paid to lie. And believe me, I would be getting paid a lot more if I was willing to lie and I was offered it. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. I've been offered a bag. I've been offered a bag, and I walked away. I told you, I walked away from that deal. I walked away from $2.2 million. Not too many people can do that. I walked away, and it was a good thing I did. That was a bad deal for me. Because I wouldn't have been happy with other people controlling my fate. Paul Pierce? Oh, Paul Pierce is the guy. He was always that guy. You see, they never gave Paul Pierce any help. If Paul Pierce had all of the talent and all of the help that he got now, like if he'd have had Kevin, you see, LeBron did that at 25. They were like, what, 25 years of age when he went and joined Miami? He was like 25. Can you imagine Paul Pierce at 25? Imagine that. Paul Pierce at 25 years old. Ray Allen at 25. Kevin Garnett at 25. They all on the same team. How many championships do you think they win? That's all I'm saying. If Kobe Bryant can win with Sasha Vujacic, Jordan Farmar, he won back-to-back championships and went to 3 straight NBA finals. LeBron James can't win with like 7 all NBA 75 players. You make it make sense. Why in the world would I sit here and bag? Why would I sit here and bag? And I'm finna back up something that just don't make any sense to me. It don't make any sense. If I'm sitting there watching LeBron do his thing, and we're sitting here and you're a Laker fan and you're about winning, what about this tells you this is about winning? If they put the Lakers and Celtics in the NBA Finals, I'll be pissed. I would probably stop watching basketball. Because you're insulting everyone's intelligence. Because the Lakers are clearly not the best team in the West. So you're going to put all the best teams in the West, have them play each other. Dallas, Clippers, Phoenix. You're going to let Dallas, the Clippers, and Phoenix play each other, and the Lakers will probably have to play one of those teams. So you looking at those 3, I didn't even mention Denver yet. OKC and Minnesota, they ain't caring about them. The Lakers will be the 7th or 8th seed, and they'll play. I'm guaranteeing you they'll want to play OKC in the first round. They can beat OKC. OKC is too small. They play a small game. They're not going to have a problem beating OKC. They can beat them. Last year they couldn't. This year they can. The Lakers can beat them. They match up well with them. They're too small. Oh, absolutely. This is why the game has changed. This is why I told y'all the game has changed. The rules have changed. The rules of engagement have changed. Oh yeah, man, they
He was in Miami, and it wasn't no real big barking, but we was all chirping and all. Like I can hear Brian and P chirping. I hear Haslam saying whatever, and it was just a bunch of chirping. You know what I'm saying? Doe and Wade was like, it was just a bunch of like little, and you know what I'm saying? And P hit them for the game, and just turned around and was like, cold-blooded.
Oh yeah.
And I was looking at you, and I was like, this is cold. I think me and Pose were sitting there. I think it was me and Pose, we came to the thing, because I think they had to call timeout or something. And you was still in it. You was, get a stop, you was in it.
Right.
You already knew we was going out. You already knew that we was going to be out. We already knew. And I was looking at you. You know, I'm so eternal. I like to keep y'all sound. Like, I just looked at you like, what? You cold, man. You cold. Because I had to get that to you like, boy, that motherfucker called that shit. And I think Doc drew something up, and Pete raced it like, nah, I want it right here. I want it right here, and I'm gonna win the game, and we out of here. Let's go. And put his hand in. He was like, what he said? Like, right. And then it was something up where I was supposed to set it up. Something up. We it up, and then he just had to go.
Mess it up.
He it up. He's like, waved it off like, I got it.
Right.
Yeah. Cold-blooded.
Right.
Listen.
I'm cold-blooded. Man, they come up. They always had these people that come up with these nicknames. I thought that was the dumbest nickname for Kevin Garnett. Like, the people just called him KG. That fit. They were like, no, you're the big ticket. Like, you're the big ticket in town. I'm like, it was so corny. The big ticket. Like, the big ticket. Like these people come up with these slogans. Like, the team try to come up with names for you. I told you, Michael Jordan's name, before he was Air Jordan, even y'all think he was Air Jordan. This is why the movie Air messes it up. When he wasn't Air Jordan, when he was wearing Air Jordans, you know what they called him? Captain Marvel. Michael Jordan's name was Captain Marvel. The big ticket was a dope nickname. That was you the only fool to say something like that. Michael Jordan's name was Captain Marvel in Chicago. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. None of y'all would really know that. They're not going to tell you that. If anybody have a trivia, you would win with that question right there. What was Michael Jordan's name that they called him in the NBA before Air Jordan? His rookie year, he was called Captain Marvel. Here comes Captain Marvel again, saving the day. No, that's what NBA players is calling him later on. They didn't call him that his rookie year. No, his rookie year, he was Captain Marvel. Michael Jordan went to them and made them stop calling him Captain Marvel. He hated it. Here comes Captain Marvel to save the day again. They didn't know the powers of Captain Marvel. The dopest nickname in basketball was World Be Free. World be free. I think World Be Free, man, had the dopest nickname. World B, man. Man, it's a lot of people that had great nicknames in this game. Yep, so Ticket just went live, y'all. So let's go over there and support Ticket TV. Don't forget to subscribe to the Patreon because we finna go ham over there later on today. You saw we exposed the Illuminati and Diddy and the secret place where they're trafficking people and everything else. And I told y'all where that place was and everything. So y'all can look into the people who own it, the billionaires, everything. We exposed it all. And then the Jay-Z investigated for murder case, I put that back up there so y'all could find out what really went on. We told y'all for real what was happening, and y'all didn't know about, you know, Jay-Z girlfriend. Was she murdered? Was she not murdered? What really happened? We got the whole thing in there. No. If you was watching the Patreon, believe me, that was never exposed. Most of these people are scrubbed off the internet, and you will never find anything on them. But good luck. I mean, think about it. Benny the Microwave Johnson. The Microwave. That name is crazy. Benny the Microwave Johnson. Because he come on, and it was the perfect name for Benny, the Microwave. The wave would come in because he would heat you up real quick. He put Wave in the game, you getting hit with a quick 15 in about 1 minute. Wave. Wave. The Microwave, Benny Johnson. You kidding? Yeah, the Microwave. And he lived right up to it, a microwave, eating your ass up. He used to, Isaiah would go to the bench, Wave would come in and hit the Bulls with a quick 15. Boy, I used to watch people get pissed off because they ain't had nobody that could guard Wave. I love Craig Hodges, but he couldn't guard no goddamn Microwave. Microwave was tearing his ass up. We had Spider Sally, the worm. So yeah, let's go over there and check that out. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Because Kwame, I think he went live today too and beat me to my video. Yeah, Dr. J. Magic is still a good name. Magic. He was Magic. People forget how good Magic was. That's what I think people like. They try to put LeBron over Magic Johnson. That's an insult. That is an insult. And y'all just don't know how much of an insult that is. He's not even close to what Magic is or was as a player. But anyway, I'm out. Deuces.